Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Ra Zim, and this is Starlight New Dawn Scar, Chapter 3, Episode 22, A Circumstantial Boon. This is one of our Pokemon tabletop RPGs being run with our custom Scar system, or stories and creatures in alternate realities. The system is an open playtest, and you can go test it out for yourself by going to our Discord, which you can find in our link tree down below. But for now, let's go ahead and get started with the introductions, beginning with Taldarius.
Hello, I am Taldarius, and I will be the storyteller for Starlight New Dawn tonight. I'll be playing the allies, I'll be playing the enemies, and I'll be playing everything in between. The only thing I won't be playing are our wonderful player characters. And my question for my player characters tonight is, what does your character think is the reasonability of things like someone made of metal wanting armor? Rarity, that's you first.
Hello, I'm Wearable, and I play Amos the Growlithe. And they are a funny fire type. And makes things go on fire. Can you repeat the question again?
Yeah. So you'll figure this out in recap, but last week people found out that there's a steel type that wants metal armor to be made. And so what is your character's opinion on something being made out of steel but wanting to wear additional armor?
Amos would probably be like, sure, you want extra protection or extra use out of something, might as well just add it to yourself, You might be made out of that item, but you could always have more of that. There's always room for improvement.
Yeah. Just imagine a Hone Edge wanting a sword.
They want
Why
to
not
duel
have
you, obviously.
more swords?
Alright, Argus.
Honedge is doing a fusion dance. Wait.
I love you. I love you.
I love you too.
I
Hi,
got
I'm
the fusion.
Aurum, and I play
Sorry.
I play Argus, the scaredy cat tyrunt, who's rock dragon type and owns the Easy Bake Forge. And as for the reasonability, that is perfectly reasonable. In fact, why not put on 2 sets of armor to be doubly safe and make sure you could never get hurt? That's what Argus is going to do.
Okay, adding note to the to-do list, rules for wearing more than one set of armor.
Argus is going to wear so many, he's going to be in a giant mech of armor.
There isn't really rules for that. It just turns into piecemeal armor at that point. And so you just start getting stacking defenses and negatives.
Yeah, that sounds like it's gonna have a lot of drawbacks.
I think it'll work out.
Yeah, say have fun having literally 0 evasion at any given time.
That's fine.
That
If
means
I have that
they
much
can
armor, they
crit-
can't hurt me.
It still means they can critically hit, which increases the amount of damage they'll do.
But if I have enough armor, that damage will always be 0. Just need to make sure I'm at enough armor I can beat that threshold.
Anyway. Hi, I am Marten, and I play the off-code jangmo-o Azareth. It goes jingle jangles a lot. And the answer to Azareth's answers to the question is to look cooler, obviously.
You just want it for the... It's only reasonable if you want it aesthetically.
Of course, why would you want anything else? Gotta look good. Gotta dance well. Then it'll jingle jingle even more.
Alright, Dart.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Seda, and I play Dart, the Steel Ground Rockruff. Totally doesn't have a book addiction.
Definitely doesn't.
As for the question, Dart's stance would be, it's reasonable as long as it provides meaningful functionality and doesn't limit ability. Sure, you can stack on the armor, but like if you're now just like hobbling around, then it's very unreasonable. Why are you doing it? We have enough protection as is.
All right, Jet.
I am Razim, and I am playing as Jet, the Ghost Electric type rockruff. He sees no reason not to have extra armor. Why not?
Fair. All right, Sin.
Okay. I am Colada the Jerboa. I play Sin, the normal steel type mawile variant. And Sin would think it completely reasonable. Well, because just because you're a steel type doesn't mean you shouldn't have some extra protection. Something that might be able to negate the things that you are weak to some extent.
Notably, this is someone that's made out of steel wanting armor.
Yeah. Looks at Sin being partly metal, wanting armor for themselves. Yep. Nope. They think it's reasonable. Sees no flaw in the logic there.
All right, and Vector.
Hello, my name's Aviating Wolf, also known as Avi, and I play as the Master of Tippy Taps, Vector, flying water rockruff, also the AKA bucket lord. Sorry, I couldn't say that in a straight face. but essentially, yeah. And then what Vector would think, probably, I mean, being more tanky. I mean, if you're already made out of metal, why not just add more metal? But I know it would depend on how heavy it is and the characteristics, but it has some practicality. Yes, I know it seems redundant, but hey, more, make the tank even more tanky.
All right. Do we have any volunteers for the recapy?
I could try
Go
because
ahead.
it was a very big Argus episode.
That is true.
So we found out after all our wakies that things happened in the night. Our Zadeu saw a caravan and warned them of the bandits, and Sin was able. Huh?
You're mixing it up. It's the other way around.
It's Sin noticed the caravan and warned the bandits, and Arzadeu was able to talk to a snake that tried to steal from them, and tell them that there is a guild and they do helpful things. And they did not know there was a guild that did helpful things. So now they might ask for help instead of stealing, which would be good. And then when we all woke up, we found the caravan already got targeted by bandits. And they had the broken wheel. And so Argus got together with the expert carver Arzadeu, and they put together a makeshift wheel for the caravan, and they took it home to Iron Valley so that it could be safe, and they went with it. And then they went to Ron to go get their money, and they got extra for helping them out. And then Ron got to ask Argus if Argus wanted to learn how to make belt buckles. So Argus dragged everyone to learn how to make belt buckles, and they made it. While learning about the armor, And the reality shackle that we now know is guarded by an Agron over in Starlight. And that was about it. We never grabbed a new job, and Argus is still making belt buckles in his Easy Bake Forge. I think that's it. Did I miss anything?
Who's Arzadeu?
I don't know Arzadeu. Who is Arzadeu?
That's a good question. Who is Arzadeu in this campaign?
I don't know. Just this person in chat just is like, Arzadeu. Who's Arzadeu? Like,
Yeah, like I put in Starlight New Dawn. Sag memory loss. Let's hope the cute dragon gets well soon.
I am almost crying into my hands right now. First I mix you up, now I got your entire name back.
I know, but I don't
You're just the drum set, okay? Our drum set did all this stuff.
Oh boy. Off to a great start.
If you say that's a good start.
Yep. But yeah, right now Ron would just be continuing work on the suit. He's fine if you guys stay around. He's fine if you guys talk to him, ask questions, things of that nature. But you're in the guild's basement work area thing.
Argus is gonna stick around and help him. So if y'all want to go run around and do things.
I mean, it is
getting late at night. Well, not late at night, but it's getting dark out.
Argus has no parents. Argus has no bedtime.
Not factually wrong. There are no parents here to give you a bedtime. I think Sin is also going to be sticking around to help. Forgot his name right as I went to say it. Ron.
Yeah.
Ron stoppable.
Can I roll to yeet the Argus?
That'd be an athletics, body forceful athletics.
Wait, don't let him actually do that. No.
Just wait until next month. You can pick up the punishment feat.
Ooh.
Does it mean we can make
What?
it punishment time?
Yes.
Punishment time!
Why
Yeah,
would you do
the-
punishment?
The punishment feat allows you to deal 1 damage to a character for a bad joke or a pun, whether that is made in character or out of character.
I still don't like it.
Wow.
We're going to kill each other before combat.
It's gonna become a nuclear arms race of all of them having it and all of them pinging each other constantly, and they're just going to show up to combat all on 1 HP.
Wait, please don't tell. We're gonna do the funny gaming challenges where it's like, I'm on 1 HP and I'm going to no-hit this boss. And
Can we get the boss for his bad jokes? Because we know the bosses make bad jokes.
the bosses don't make bad jokes. They make so good jokes and they will punish you for it.
Tall Darius is playing them. The bosses make bad jokes.
The bosses never make bad jokes. They only make good jokes.
I mean, we can use it against the bosses, you know?
We'll be right back.
All right. But yeah. So, are you gonna ask any follow-ups or anything to Ron? Or are you gonna go to bed? Because you could ask about things to do with the whole Agron down in Starlight, the armor. You could tell him more about what you found out on your mission if you want, things of that nature. Just to give some a random list of things.
Jen?
I think Go on.
I was just gonna say that Jet's mind is otherwise occupied with, the whole he may die if he does not relax. So he's going to excuse himself at the first opportunity to go back to the room and study one of those learning books, the ones about crafts and such, and try to get himself a hobby.
Yes, the totally relaxed mentality of I need to get a hobby or I'm going to die.
Yeah,
thought
very,
not dying was
very
an option.
efficient means of relaxing. Yes.
All right. Jet, when you get back, you see Azrith happily dancing in the room.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
You know-
I just want to ask
jingle,
this.
jingle,
Oh, sorry.
jingle, jingle.
Go ahead, Abby.
Oh, I was about to say, like, would it be time for dinner? Would it be like a dinner time nearby? Because Vector could probably get some noms before doing anything at the moment as well.
Yep. I mean, it's getting pretty late, but like it is in fact still an acceptable time to show up for food.
Yeah. All right. Vector is gonna go grab a quick snack.
All right. You would be able to successfully grab food.
Yeah.
Were you like at the opening of dinner time or like near the end of dinner time?
Like near the end.
I
I
think
feel like
Dart,
So,
I feel like Dart would just excuse himself from the foraging and just be like, I have some questions, particularly around that Agron, but I'll come back later after I get some food.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
like
sure.
as he like closes the book he was reading, I think he probably have the book on common variants open.
Yeah. Vector
Alright.
wants to help out a little bit, but he needs food.
He needs the food.
so a thought occurred to me here. Jangmo-o scales are often used for pots and pans.
correct.
So, while you keep going jangle jangle, I feel like it may be more like pots and pans being banged together. So it'd be
But
more
they're made
like
of
cling
different
and clang.
Aw, he's much more refined than, the clinging clangs.
I don't know, those are really big scales.
Besides, are you sure the same out of like the same things like pots and pans that go bang bang and haul like that?
I did not understand
thought
whatever
we-
you just said.
I thought you were going down the line of logic of turning Arzadeu at Azareth into a pot. Azareth can be our cooking pot.
So
that
anyways,
means he's dart edible.
Do not put the itomizer orb next to Azrith, please.
So anyways,
forgot we had that.
side tangent aside, Jet will probably kind of look in there, be like, oh, and go look for a quiet place to study.
All right. So inside of the guild hall, there is at least some areas that are quieter than others. It's just also, well, the need for a communal quiet space is not exactly high. So you'd effectively just have to go to like a quieter corner of the guild hall and just do everything there.
He will go find that corner
All right.
and then begin reading his book. Let me get the sheet up. I have way too many windows open for all of this frickin' dev stuff. He'll
Oh,
probably.
how many windows do you have open?
Huh?
How many windows do you have open?
They are countless.
But you don't have
so
more
at
tabs
least
open than
9.
I do.
I can't have
I
that many tabs open.
I don't know how many tabs I have open, but I do have a very large number of windows open, and each of them have a very large number of tabs open.
Oh, are you reaching my amount where I have like 700 tabs open at any given time?
Quite possibly. I don't know if Opera GX has a means of just selecting and figuring out how many I have exactly.
No, you have to close every window and count it out, or like to have the warning thing open, to be like you're about to close X amount of tabs and just total it all up.
I'll do that when we're not, when it's not my turn here. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, he's going to be studying his drawing book and probably practicing in his, little drawing pad.
All right. Go ahead and make me a craft check for now.
Apparently he is really good at this. Of course, he is being driven by, dread of dying. Oh,
Doesn't
of course,
one of his
he
friends-
remembers the dread of dying and then gets the 1.
I mean, you rolled 2 ones.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the chain there. 8.
All right. Are you gonna soul those ones, or are you keeping that? Like, I don't know. That might be a little bit of a low roll there. You can always willpower it too.
I think I'm good with an 8.
Okay. Who knows? You could have gone bettering. You could have gotten better. Gamblers give up before. Yada yada yada.
Well, let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling. All right. So, with that, you would be able to actually make a pretty high quality drawing of whatever it actually is that you are attempting to draw.
I'm thinking considering he's studying it, it's probably a page full of a whole bunch of individual sketches.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's like it's not something special, but you do kind of realize that you are actually like pretty good at this.
What the heck?
Oh, right. I actually needed to roll one more. Because he does have a drawing specialization. There's another 10. So it's actually a 10.
Yeah, you can always willpower that. It might be a bit low. This does not change my description much, except that obviously now it is of slightly even higher quality sketching.
Okay. He'll probably be sketching the various Pokemon he'd seen throughout the day.
That makes sense. You have quite the variety to choose from, considering you are in an overcrowded, bustling town.
More specifically, the ones he interacted with, but still good variety.
Yeah, still good variety.
Holy crap, he did interact with a lot of people this day.
That he did.
Or no, the day before and stuff, but either way, yeah. I think that's all he'll be doing until he's finally tired enough for sleep.
Alright.
Or, at least the existential dread of potential dying because he's too stressed out fades.
Yep. Now, how effective this is at that is up to you, but he is good at this.
Well, I think it's probably going to be the artist curse of worst own. You know, he's his own worst critic, and considering he's doing it by himself, he's probably thinking he's doing terribly.
He's gonna come back in the room like absolutely upset because he can't draw good, and it's just like very accurate sketches, like not high in detail but very accurate.
He's got Van Gogh talent. I'm not good enough.
He drew one of Ron's colorations, like, you know, coloration, like demarcation areas slightly differently than it actually is. The horror, he's trash.
I'm just imagining just Jet just being like, "Oh, these some crappy sketches." Everyone else like, "This is good."
We'll put that on the fridge.
All right. Would anyone else like to be doing anything?
After the meal, Dart would want to go back down to the forge to ask Ron some questions.
All right. Obviously, you may do so. He is still down there working.
And Vector's behind, holding an orangeberry in his mouth, snacking on
Argus
it
is
as he's
still
going.
working. Argus skipped lunch. He's on a diet.
Sweetheart,
He is
stop!
too heavy.
What? No, sweetheart, that mental image is too cute.
He just tippy tappy.
You tapped with a big orangeberry in his mouth. Why is it so freaking adorable?
Big orangeberry, just happy, just happily tipping tapping down, following behind Dart.
I can't handle the cuteness.
But yes, he would still be down there just working on stuff with both Sin and Argus's help.
Dart would come back and then take place at whatever like chair or bench he was sitting at before. Pull out his variance book, his common variance book, and probably his notebook as well, and sit back down. Wait for a opportune moment just to ask, like, so Ron, you were mentioning about this Agron down in Starlight. Can you like tell us more about them?
I mean, sure, but there's not exactly that much to tell, at least for the personal side of things. He kind of doesn't talk about it that much, actually. He showed up a good few decades ago. Was in an absolute mess of a state, and it seems like he got pulled through the shackles or something of that nature. Got helped out by Xerneas, and in exchange, he declared that he would help guard the shackle no matter what. And then he just kind of stayed down there. I mean, you know, he went up and adventured after getting healed a little bit, but he kind of just ended up going back down there when he was fully evolved, and is just down there now. In terms of personality, he's pretty gruff, but he's pretty reliable too, so. He's not that bad of a guy. I just don't like how he uses that. I don't really know what to call it. It's like a broken haft of a weapon, but it's not, doesn't actually have anything on it. It's just like, it wasn't a quarterstaff because it's made of metal. And there was something that was on it that was broken off. He just kept it. He came through with it, but let's see other things. Well, when I said he was in a bad state, when he came through originally, he was He was missing one of his arms. Well, like partway down. Yeah, he never really got that healed. Don't really have a way to heal that, at least around here. And he's honestly, there's been shockingly little things that come through the shackle ever since he started doing this. So no complaints about that. I just don't like that he uses weapons and wants armor.
Victor's got a. Well, he's finishing up his berries. What do you mean? What do you mean by other things coming from the shackles?
Oh, yeah. So, do you know about the whole thing about other worlds and apocalypse and shackling together and that entire mess?
I know a little bit from it, from what we met from the. Victor's like putting his paw on his chin. Oh, what were they again?
Yeah,
Well,
Isn't there a
Maldo.
zombie world?
Oh, no, yes. They were talking about it, but I don't know. They didn't really go to full detail. What forms of apocalypse? Like, is it beings? Like, did we fall from the shackle?
I mean, probably. I mean, not directly. You show up like near it. He just showed up at it, so like it's more random. When people get pulled through the shackles and they're, we generally call them something like, awakened or whatever, because they wake up. Generally have pretty bad memory loss. They're supposed to help out with the whole thing, but also, like, that's not really as much of a priority, because now, everything's a lot more under control than it used to be. But the basics of it is that us and a couple other worlds ended up reaching out at the same time because we had various things going on. And, well, it was sort of a situation where we figured that we'd get someone else, like a different world, that actually had their stuff together, and then they could help. That was not what we got. It was just a bunch of other people reaching out for help with their own stuff, and so by the time we found that out, we had kind of already latched to each other, and because the latch points were where there was a lot of obvious, like the connection between worlds, it just sort of ended up being a thing where like the various apocalypse of the different worlds like started merging together and like cross-contaminating, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm. So, but not everything that comes from the shackle is bad, right?
Oh, no. Not at all.
Okay. Victor's just gonna breathe a small sigh of relief. It's like, okay, at least it's not something that we should immediately take it, but I can see the potential risks.
Yeah,
And
so...
I assume that's why we want to... And he's kind of looking up towards the armor. And I assume this is, I guess, our way of helping out and making sure, I suppose.
Yeah, so in terms of actually telling you guys about the various apocalypses that were around, some of them involve creatures, some of them don't. One of them they were just kind of dumb. Let's see. We had a zombie thing going on. One of them had a bit of like a hive mind taking over their world. One of them involved time travel, causing an absolute mess of things. Like, so they were trying to reach out to have someone else come by and stabilize them. They're more stable now, so I guess it worked. It just also makes time a little bit weird around shackles sometimes. There was a plague in one of them. One of them had a bunch of like extra-dimensional invaders that are like kind of normal Pokemon, but not. Instead, they're like, they're just really weird and hard to deal with. One of them involved a bunch of experiments that went wrong, and the last one was just kind of they were just dumb because they did a lot of technological advances and so had a bunch of pollution and it was causing problems. And instead of dealing with it themselves, they just wanted someone else to come help clean it up for them, and then they got stuck with all of us. So I guess shows them for trying to do something willy-nilly.
Right. Huh. I didn't realize it would be so complicated. And actually very surprised at how interconnected everything is as well.
Yep. The confusing part is just where, the rest of each of our worlds went.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess the question is, if we don't want anything to happen, like when I don't know, it's gonna be really silly. So don't take this as a thing something that we will do. But what particularly happens when one breaks one? I know that's probably difficult, but wouldn't that just mean that it prevents from anything like that happening from here? Does it isolates us?
Okay, so that one. Never happened before. Hasn't happened. We haven't let it happen because honestly we're terrified of what'll happen.
Fair. That's
because
quite fair.
I'll be a little bit more detailed about the circumstances. So we're on a continent. It's a continent of our original world. But the rest of the continents now are a continent from their world, but we don't have the whole world here, and we don't know what happened to it. And at this point, we're really scared about what happens if we break one of those shackles or decouple from each other, because it legitimately might just unexist us.
That is very fair.
Because we don't know where the rest of the world is. We don't know what's going on with that at all whatsoever.
Yeah, that is very fair. Very
Maybe
fair.
all our worlds just swap pieces, and it's like a whole bunch of puzzles now.
Well, that implies that there's also 7, or like a 6. That also implies that there's 6 other worlds of our stuff out there, with all of our apocalypses merging together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say you're wrong, but I'm just not going to think about that.
Fair.
That is very, very fair.
Couple questions, but I'll start with this one. Like, if things can come through the shackle, can things go through it? Like, someone here go through it, or is it kind of one way?
I mean, probably the main thing to remember is that these shackles, like, the legendaries take turns guarding them. Like, that's what Xerneas was here for. Like, yeah, sure, he was running an entire guild here and was looking after everyone, but he was also supposed to be looking after the shackle. He just wasn't doing it as much because of the aggron. But it's sort of a thing where they intentionally don't let people get near them usually. So you could probably go through them. I just don't know what'll happen. Because no one looks at a, like, pink glowing shackle that is anchoring reality and goes, I'm gonna go through that.
And no one's ever wondered what could be on the other side?
Oh, definitely. It's just, it doesn't exactly scream a safe thing to do. And instead, it sort of, I'm not gonna say that you can't do it, and that it won't work, because I honestly have no clue.
I'd probably hazard a guess that even if you went through it, you'd probably get amnesia and you'd be back at square one.
Potentially. Or it could just be that the first pool makes you get amnesia. I Couldn't tell you.
So, as a side question to that, like you mentioned, like the Agron kind of came through near the shackle, but how far away could one appear after coming through?
From the shackle itself, more tends to be near the surface because it doesn't like put people inside of walls. It sort of knows where it's safe and where it's not to leave people out in the middle of. So, honestly, there's a pretty wide radius where they could show up around it, but the further out it goes, the less likely it is. In terms of max radius, I don't know, like 10 miles or something? I'm just completely hazarding a guess. I know we've had a couple show up here really occasionally, so like I know they can at least get to the satellite towns of Starlight.
I have serious doubts on the whole safe area qualification.
I do too.
Okay. Did you show up and instantly die?
Ozzy?
Close.
Then it's technically safe.
Or
I'm saying it's not going to put half of you inside of a wall and kill you instantly.
I mean, Vector was put in the sky. In a barrel.
You're gonna have like that shiver.
Okay, I'll rephrase.
And I woke up in a river.
I will rephrase. It doesn't put you in a place where you instantly die from being, superimposed with a wall. It will not, in fact, stick you 20 feet underground with your entire body being meshed with dirt.
Oh, just 20 feet in the sky.
That is not immediately lethal.
Real quick,
Vector, from the sounds of it, was a lot higher than 20 feet.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things we don't know about the shackles, but I guess I just got the short end. We've just probably got the short end of this thing.
Both
I'm
did.
not saying it's precise. I'm just trying to say it doesn't instantly kill you.
real quick interruption here, just an announcement. Whiskers is really wanting some more talkie icons to do, so the various meme talkie icons are discounted. Check the ZGF art channel on the Discord for details. Carry on.
Alright. Alright, so again, look, I'm just trying to say it doesn't instantly kill you. You could try and like complain to it if you want, I guess.
I would like to file. I will like to file a complaint.
To be the manager? I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah.
Reality Shackle, you're going to be hearing from my lawyer.
This is a class action lawsuit.
Okay.
Hey, Karens.
So I will say, while if you because you did express that you wanted that you were fine delivering the armor, right?
I said yes. I don't know if everyone agreed, but I said yes.
I can help out. Yeah.
All right. So I will say you're probably not going to be in much danger because Gunter's the Agron, by the way. Gunter's going to be there, so he'll just take care of anything that goes through. But just make sure that you if anything does go through it, just try and let him take care of it. He's experienced with it. He does it all the time. And also, it helps that he's immune to poison. So if one of like the plague things comes through, he's fine.
What if it's something that
Immune
like
to poison
eats
how?
armor?
Oh, steel types are immune to poison.
What if it's something that like eats metal and armor, like Dart, only bigger?
I imagine he would probably punch it in the face really hard. That's kind of his thing. He hits things really hard.
Okay.
I mean, I saw him when he came out of the thing, mostly because he got sent over here. Afterwards, we were a lot smaller then, but you know. I heard at some point he picked up fire as like not a typing, but like he likes his fire moves. Which is kind of strange to say about a steel type, considering, you know, steel is weak to fire, but I guess he just really wanted to be able to burn things. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, it's like how I have a lot of the metal moves, or moves that do things with metal.
Yeah, but imagine instead of that, you just start learning how to use, you know, an element that just explicitly is good against you.
Metal is good against me. I found out when the monkey guy started hitting me with lots of metal. Does this mean I could be big and strong like him?
I mean, sure, if you really want.
Yes, I just need a suit of armor now.
I mean, it'll take time. Like, there's a reason that if you want to get strong, like, people generally go out and do like dangerous things and adventure and all of that. It's a lot harder to get really strong if you hang around in town and have like a safe job or something.
Dang it!
Like, I am extremely sure that, like, regardless of the fact that, you know, I'm old and knowledgeable and strong and all of that, like, if one of the more active people came and like fought me, I'd get wiped. Because I mostly spend my days running the local branch of the guild and then forging stuff.
I was hoping I could get strong by just doing this.
Well, I mean, it'll help build up some strength, but there's a difference between being strong and having strength.
Okay. Argus is now sad and contemplating life choices. He has to be put in danger to be strong, and he doesn't like danger.
All right, you got any other questions about things or the guy or anything? You seem pretty interested there, Dart, so I figured I'd ask.
To be completely honest, if we were to stay here all night, I probably would not run out of questions, but in the interest of, you know, all of us getting some rest, I'll probably leave it there. I do also have one of my new books, so I'm also trying to learn. I'm trying to learn a lot more about, you know, myself in the process.
Well, good luck with that. I can't say I've ever been one for books. It's a bit hard to turn them.
Dart casually just flips one of the pages over as he continues reading. He's like, understood.
Just as a reminder, Ron is a Bastiodon, so in Starlight, like, this is what he looks like. Imagine trying to like read a book.
And just very difficult.
Yeah, so he's just gonna go ahead and get back to work, and eventually he's gonna kick both Sin and Argus out, just so that way they can actually get some rest.
But I have no bedtime.
Argus will say as Sid is trying to literally drag him.
Well, you might not have a bedtime, but this is still my forge, and I can still kick you out.
Aww. I'll just work on it in my room with my easy big forge.
You have the materials for that?
No. Dang it, all the stores are closed. I can't go buy materials. I've been foiled this time, but I will buy materials tomorrow.
Have fun with that. Now get out of my forge.
No, Argus is just gonna like do his little grumpy pout, his arms crossed, his forge in his bag, and magnetize himself to Sin, so Sin has to drag him.
I already said that Sin was trying to drag him away.
Well, now I'm magnetized, so you don't have to hold me.
There's a loud resounding clang as now they're stuck together. Congratulations.
Yeah, specifically, you're stuck to the maw. Sin just gonna walk onto the room, carrying the Argus.
Jingle jangle.
Alright. You would go back to the room and see the Azrith there still having a jingle jangle of a time.
Jingle jangle jangle. Jingle jangle jingle jangle. Jingle jangle jingle jingle jangle. Jingle jangle jingle jingle jangle.
Is this all of us getting back at once, or is this just being staggered?
This is being staggered slightly, but you're all gonna be getting back like release.
Jingle jang, jangle jang.
Meanwhile, Jet in the corner, his little quiet corner, just screaming, "How is this supposed to be relaxing? It's horrible!"
Jet has anxiety issues, I guess. It's fine.
Oh, you're just now figuring that out?
I was about to say, when did you figure that out?
I invoked a fifth, jingle jangle. Jingle
The
jangle
jingle.
jangle. Jingle
I think
jingle.
that's been a long time
jangle.
ago.
Argus is never gonna get to sleep with all the jangling.
Yeah, when they get there, Sid is going to try and literally toss Argus just aside.
Argus is stuck to you.
Yeah, that's why I said he's gonna literally try and just toss you. He'll just be like, off, please.
Have you two been
Argus.
stuck like that for a while?
Sid glares slightly at Argus. Sid says, yes, that one didn't want to leave the forge, and then magnetized themselves to me. Squint. Glare.
Argus is gonna pretend to be asleep so he can avoid the conversation.
You're still on the. Are you still on the mall?
Yes, he is still magnetized to the mall.
Lift maw. Slam maw down.
I'm just
I'm
imagining
not
that
sleeping
it's.
on there.
I'm just imagining that it's specifically the teeth that he's magnetized to.
Oh no, he's magnetized like right in the dead center on top of it, because the whole thing is technically metal.
It's like a beanbag chair. Only metal.
And probably a little less comfortable than a beanbag chair, but
It's just a
A little
magnet.
less.
A big, thick magnet stuck to a fridge.
Yeah, and so Sid is just going to start slamming the maw up and lift up, slam it back down, just say, "You're not sleeping on there. Get off, get off."
Argus is going to disconnect his magnetism, but be bad about the timing and get thrown into the ceiling, and then flop to the floor. Ow!
Oh, that was loud.
Ow!
This is a good time to mention that you guys are on the first floor.
I wonder. At least we were on the second floor when Sid was slamming that.
I was going to ask, like, are we doing the American first floor or like the British first floor?
You're on the ground floor.
Good.
Oh, that was wow. Well then, did y'all get the dinners?
Repeat that question?
Did y'all get the dinners?
Oh, Sin is going to look. You're going to hear very loud stomach grumble. And Sin is going to not answer that. But because he forgot all about food.
You guys do have rations still.
But and also at the comment of that being loud, which is what Sin is going to actually respond to. Oh, it's like that was loud, but I'm not the only loud one here. And then also we're going to look at Argus, who got flung off. Are you okay? Gonna take the silence as a yes. And then going to start getting ready for the sleeping.
Alright. At this point would be when everyone else would be able to get back into the room.
I'm picturing Argus literally knocked out from being flung.
He's upside down against the bag holding his easy bake forge.
You need help?
Good question.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm literally right now for some reason, and if you look at Starlight, this is how I'm imagining Jet looking at his drawings, trying to be like, this is supposed to be relaxing yell.
Wow. Oh God, what did you post?
In Starlight.
What were you gonna say?
Jet, would you like to try something different?
Oh, Dart came and found him?
Oh no, I'm saying now if you're heading back, now would be about the time that your characters start getting back for Medi by.
Ah.
BD
Because they were down there for a while asking Ron about things, so.
Well, there is fan art that I don't think I shared last week, because I think I got it earlier this week, and there you go, from Mido. Ghost electric typing can lead to interesting situations.
oh,
Gosh, I love this cartoon.
Aw.
Nice.
What a silly doggo. I love the jingle. It's my favorite.
The opening is so catchy.
No.
Jingle, jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jang, jingle, 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 jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle. Aldous has never thought he's loud.
And yet, that's the same.
He's in
That's
fact the
exact.
stealthiest of boys.
That's the exact reason Jet was like, "Nope."
Okay,
So,
very quickly, I'm just imagining just like, you have like this like high energetic intro, just be like, it's jet time, and then when you're expecting like, the happy character, you just have help. Titties with a happy jingle.
Jingle, jingle, jang, dong.
And friends.
Jingle,
Uh,
jingle, jingle.
But I'm assuming with like Dart and Vector coming to the room, like, is it pretty clear like the general chaos that's going on?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We are the most colorful of teams.
Well, yeah. We've got little Mr. Jingle Jangle. Well, currently Jingle Jangle in a way. And
They're
we've got
not
Argus.
that loud.
It's probably loud enough to, after a while, be very hard to tune out. Well, unless you're very good at tuning it out. And a little grating when it's done consistently. And then you've got Argus on his head.
Argus knocked out, upside down.
And then
You'll never know what
Sin,
happened.
and then Sin is just innocently, yes, all can be. He currently curled up somewhere or in the room with just hugging his little maw as he tries to get ready for sleep. Trying.
You doing okay there, Jet?
Jet's just throwing his sketchbook across the floor and flopping, covering his head with his paws.
I don't think that looks like doing okay.
Take that as a no. Vector,
Yeah.
I think Jet requires our services.
Oh yes, yes. Sorry, I was a little distracted. He's like patting his face. Sorry, I was just trying to, after helping out a little. Right. Oh my. I'm going to go help the bean. Help the jet.
I will lay down on the left side, to the left of Jet.
I'm gonna lay on to the right. Just low. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I just imagine just low. It's just not low.
So
Okay, so if both Dart and Vector are loafing, like, does this make it a Jet sandwich?
Probably, considering Jet is splooting.
well, this is really funny because I was actually about to have a sort of fox show up. So Shade's gonna just come in, look around, and go, "Why is there a rockruff cosmopolitan on the floor?"
Cosmopolitan?
Yeah, because there's 3 of you and you're all different colors.
Oh,
Is that what that means? Okay.
Assuming, is this Amos also walking with Jet or with Shade, or?
Probably.
I don't know. Amos said made a comment. I thought he was already there.
I mean,
I have no idea where Amos is, so I don't know.
well, considering like the standard is just like, if you miss a session, it's because Shade grabbed you for something. You probably just got back like a minute or two, and he was following behind.
All right.
Reasonably.
Where have you two been?
Things.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
make me worry about it. But
Dart's gonna face paw. Precisely why I'm gonna worry about it.
Hey, so in other news, did you know that the that the local like town hall thing has actually has records of some interesting things. He's just gonna start pulling papers out of his bag.
Whoa.
I like papers.
Yeah, don't worry, they're all original.
Very nice. Very
Wait,
clueless
hold
about
on,
what
wait,
that
what?
means.
Mm-mm. Concern.
Yeah,
I
they're original papers, guaranteed to be authentic. They're authentic paper.
So there's no copies.
People could write it down again if they want.
Did
What's
you
on
get
them?
permission to take these papers?
I mean, they aren't upset that I took them, so I mean, I guess. Or maybe they just don't know yet. Either way.
Okay, is this more or less interesting than the book I picked up on theorems on Pokemon variants?
I have no clue what you find interesting.
What's on the papers?
Well, you know, things of it's actually just mostly just related to the fact that I don't know, you guys were looking into a bunch of different like merchants and the goings on and things of that nature, so I kind of stole some ledgers.
Okay.
But I promise there was some interesting stuff on there. Because like seriously, take a look at what some of these guys have that they've marked out for market day. Like, why are people showing up just with like actual straight up artifacts? Like ruin, like, you know, special ruin artifact things.
Because they want to sell them, obviously.
Okay, why are merchants coming from other continents for this? Aren't the other continents supposed to be like some sort of weird other world shenanigan thing?
That is what we learned this evening, yes?
Y'all learned what?
What'd you learn?
Do you want to do the explanation, or do you want me to do it?
I mean, I could give a very short and bippin explanation of he literally just told me there were other worlds and then that was it. Which didn't make sense because they're just another, you just cross water to get there. What? Like,
I mean, that I remember.
So the basic gist that I've gathered is that the various apocalypses that kind of brought the worlds together more or less ended up with this continent being the what remains of this world, and the other continents apparently off to wherever. And the rest of the continents that are presently on this world are each comprised of one continent from the other realities that have ended up kind of intertwined here.
wait, so were all the worlds like about the same size, or is it just like
Shrug.
Uh,
I need
All
more
I-
books.
people are bringing some crazy things to this stuff?
well, like, what kind of artifacts?
Like some of them that are listed as the kind of artifacts that are sentient.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Yeah, the ones that that could develop a personality and all that. Just as a reminder, this was mentioned with the whole like ruin thing, like, you know, ruin artifacts and all that, for a part why they're so valuable as well. The really high value ones could be sentient. Like people are bringing like just some straight up crazy stuff to this. Like, I haven't really been able to find out what market day is actually supposed to be, except that it's supposed to be like a really big congregation of a bunch of merchants with trying to get completely unique things, but like Why are they all coming here?
Where would they go otherwise?
Well, I mean, we're in a section of the continent called the Ruins, in a place that just got hit by, like, a weird culty nonsense group.
Huh.
Why are a bunch of merchants coming here? For trading high-value items, like...
What?
Hmm.
Maybe... What if these cultists are gonna try buying those artifacts in one place?
Could Dart make some kind of logic roll?
Yeah, sure. Investigation would probably work well for this. If you have a different idea, just go ahead and toss it out there.
Yeah, I'm thinking a mind logic investigation because I have a suspicion about, or have a theory, but I don't want to like just toss it straight out. So
All
I'll
right,
do
go ahead
right.
and go ahead and take 2 extra dice. Make that roll. Oh, so close. Oh, that's still a 5.
Still 5.
All right, are you happy with that, or do you want to?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean,
Happy
Dart's
with that?
going to kind of interject, say like, unless they already own them, what if Market Day is just a potential cover for them to ship all the artifacts that they have in one spot?
Well, yeah, but this also implies that all of the merchants, or at least a majority of them, are a member of their organization and are coming from areas that are, like, apparently shards of another world, like, a lot of them, in order to bring a bunch of stuff together here? Is that something people do? Is that reasonable?
I mean, has Market Day like to this scale happened before?
I got no clue what Market Day is. Like, do you guys know what it is? Or because I just keep hearing it get referenced with excitement. Like, the locals seem to know what it is. I don't.
It's probably dangerous like everything else in this world. I should have probably bought more rations in case we wind up on the run again.
Now, Jet, you don't have to have a doomer mindset about everything.
I think I'm gonna go steal more documents and try and find out what Market Day is.
Why are you stealing instead of
Why?
asking?
Why would I ask them when I could just take it?
Eye cracks open. So we don't get in trouble. Well, too. Well, if you get caught stealing, because stealing gets people in trouble.
Okay, first of all, I just won't get caught. Second of all, I'm not technically on your team, so like it'd be my team that gets the rap, and I'm like the only person technically on my team.
Eye closes. Well, not incorrect. Soon snoring.
I mean, do you guys have a good way of figuring out what it is, or?
No.
I mean, we did talk to those merchants before, but they didn't really give us an exact time frame. Kind of a guess. If I remember correctly, I think it was like maybe after like a few weeks or 2, 3 weeks.
About 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, 3, 4 weeks. No, not exact date, but it's better than guessing any random day.
All right, so I guess start looking for things that happen in 3 to 4 weeks. If there's anything.
Probably, I would say maybe after 2 weeks, maybe, and then they'll probably have to start prepping everything as well, right? And they just probably haven't done it yet. But if you think about it, when it gets closer and closer, they'll probably bring out more documents related to Market Day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, according to this, like, they're gonna be leaving mostly in about. What was it? He's gonna shuffle through some of the papers. Yeah, they're a lot of them have declared that they're staying in town for like 3 weeks and then moving to Starlight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, like, if you give them time to set up, so yeah, probably like 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Would seem logical. But yeah, I mean, I guess more of an exact date would actually be kind of nice though as well. But again, I'm just kind of playing with guesses here, so
Yeah.
And you know what? Just go with them. We'll just wing it.
Yeah. No, I was just more like, because Bippin rambles about a lot of things, but I swear I don't remember half. Oh, half is an overstatement. I think I remember like maybe a quarter of what he said. So, yeah, they're like, I'm gonna be checking to see if there's any like holidays or anything around there either, like, because I got, like, it seems to like it's happening in a specific random place, and there's people coming from far and wide for it. Like, is this like a holiday?
Yeah, it makes sense.
I think the bigger question to get answered is like if this is normal or if this is like of a new scale.
Jet is dragging himself across the floor towards the door.
How did he escape the sandwich?
He dragged himself out of it.
I mean, you two were loafing, and he explicitly was splooting, so his limbs were available.
And he's... Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Jet, could I interest you in a book?
The books. That they explain things, but they don't remove. They're not a hobby. The hobby book, it doesn't help. It's just more stress, more things to take care of and fix and prepare for.
Learning is a hobby. Look, I got this really interesting book about theorems what causes variant Pokemon to form.
Yeah, but not everyone's a massive nerd like you, Dart.
Don't you wonder why there's so many different kinds of rockruffs?
That is interesting, but I need hobby. They said something I could do. The drawing is awful.
Sometimes just be head empty. It's okay to be head empty. Head empty. Only food.
But if I am head empty, then the monsters will get us. Need to make sure we're prepared.
We're safe. You could be head empty in safe space.
There are no monsters here. Just, find something you like doing. There's Argus who likes to build shit, and Dart, is a big nerd. I like I probably should not talk about myself. Azura dances or whatever, and I don't know, Sin does something, I guess.
Let's just do the zoom. Yeah, why don't we do zoomies together? We could run, work out.
Wait,
Work
yes,
that
I
core.
do need to
I
work
mean, do
out,
you-
and we could go. That was one
To the
thing
gym?
they said I need to do. I need to exercise. Yeah, we could run. Wonder if the kitchen.
Let's do it, let's run.
Over.
Let's run. Get the zoomies.
You guys gonna go running at like
In the room.
Jet is running to the kitchen.
It's closed.
Yeah, different midnight snacks. Let's go.
And the puppies are now
No,
running. to
we
the
gotta
kitchen.
prepare. We gotta make sure we get rations and such in case we wind up kicked out of town again and having to
No,
run
no,
away
no.
and that was to
No,
stave
no,
off the
no.
hunger.
No, wait, no.
But we need it. We gotta make sure we're okay.
We're okay. We're okay. Like tackle the jets. Like just like pet the jets. Pet the jets. Pet. Okay.
Hey, Shade, I used to remember there was this green leafy plant that used to make me calm down. I don't know where we can find any of that though, but I think it could help Jet.
I mean, maybe, but honestly, I get the feeling that I'm safer stealing from the government than I am from being around these people sometimes.
You're probably right.
That says a lot. Sorry.
So,
pet the jet.
were we able to get into the cafeteria or whatnot?
I mean, yeah, it's like, okay, it's closed in that there's no food out or anything for it. It's just, you know.
Oh, I can't get any rations in here. Wait, there's that big bin over there. That's got some smell in it.
Wait, no. Please tell me that is not what I think it is.
Jet
It
is
is
going
what I
over
think it
to
is.
investigate the trash can.
Alright.
No!
It has a smorgasbord of half-eaten and thrown away food.
Well, it's definitely not good, but it's at least a thing.
Can I slap Jet?
I'm like,
I guess you could always try.
I'm gonna like tackle Jets. Be like, no. We do not eat that.
But if we're starving, we can't. Beggars can't be choosers. We gotta have food to eat.
We have enough food. We have rations. That's why we bought rations.
Are we starving now? No.
We only have 3 days worth of rations.
Yeah, but we
Oh.
got the cafeteria
Oh, if you have
open.
like 3 days worth of food, you can make that last like a whole month. You can make that last, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're okay, right?
We're okay. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go steal from the government. I'll be back.
Oh, so Shade ran down with
Wait,
us.
can I go too?
I think
you
a
guys
lot.
are on the first floor. Everything is like right there.
Alright, Dart, we're gonna take Jet back into the room.
You guys like effectively ran down like part of a single hallway, and that's it.
When I said let's go for a run, I didn't think a run to the kitchen.
But I needed to get rations.
Smack Jet again.
Ow!
No, you don't.
Think about happy thoughts. Think about, I don't know. Put me out here, Dart. Think about your favorite snacks. think about all the maps that we can get. Look at all the treasure we can get together.
All right.
Treasure's no use to us if we're dead.
Okay. Yep. Let's go for a walk. Anyone else wants to come? Feel free to guess. Though I also understand it's late. If you need to get some rest, get some
Amos.
rest. But Jet, let's go for a walk.
Amos will come along.
Yeah, tippy tappies. I will join.
I think meditation can wait.
Tippy tappy doggy.
Tippy tappy.
Unless you don't want my clanging scales, because I know you
Come,
don't like them.
come along, Azareth.
Come on, join us. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yay! Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Out of curiosity, like on the street, how I'm assuming it's starting to get calm at night. Like it's not really bustling anymore.
Oh yeah, no, it's like it's a lot calmer at night. A lot more dark types tend to be out now for obvious reasons. But it is certainly much less populated.
The fresh air is better, and I always find I can gather my thoughts a little bit easier while walking.
Yeah. Get to breathe in the nice cold air. It's really relaxing.
Yeah, I can gather my thoughts, figure out exactly how many rations we're gonna need, how long we might be away for this time.
All right, everyone else, feel free to chime in, but look, Jet, I know it's not been an easy mode to shift from. We spent so long. We spent such a long period being on the run, worrying where the next danger was. Yes. Some of us got hurt bad. Really bad. That fight is over. Battle. We won it. And we're safe now. Sure, no, we can't put our guard down entirely. It'd be foolish for us to do so. But the solution is to not... You don't have to go all in on trying to keep us safe.
Yeah, there's a difference between surviving and living. We're past surviving. We can start living. We can start enjoying everything. I mean, I don't know how bad it was back then, but I remember how bad it was when I came here. But, you know, just Victor just kind of looks up. He's gonna like look up to the sky. There's just even after all those scary things, you know, I don't want to just be afraid of everything. And I mean, look at us. I mean, we made it. I mean, we're here with friends and with the really kind people.
And we're not dead.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what?
But Kaza had to go somewhere to get help because he almost died.
Yeah, but he's gotta get help. That's the thing. Kaza's smart. Kaza's smart. They know how to take care of themselves. And you know what? We have to trust them.
Look, Kaza was strong enough to teleport themselves out to get help. I'd imagine teleporting takes a lot of strength. Now is... Go on.
I guess so.
And I've been where Kaza went to. They're fine now, for sure.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it lost in chaos.
Legitimately, Kaza's fine.
We don't
Kaza's
actually know
perfectly fine
that.
in Lick.
We just know he's not there. We don't know where he is.
No, he did. We did get told that he got taken to a thing from Belth, remember? So
I believe we were told. I believe on that.
in Lick, we were told that he's fine. But yeah, going back to the scene.
Only pain Kaza will have to deal with now is the pain of being around that annoying hat bird.
Storyteller glances over from their screen.
It's really funny. It's extra funny because canonically those two characters are friends.
Oh,
They're borderline boyfriends.
Oh yeah, but they're both oblivious. so-
Yay!
True, they're boyfriends without realizing they're boyfriends.
Pretty much.
Anyways, back to the scene. There's still
And
too much that we don't know, though. Like, yeah, he knows how to take care of himself, but there's a lot that we don't know. There's a lot of problems that we could come across that we don't know how to handle. There's a lot of... We've been chased all over the place. Sure, we're safe right now, but there's that bandit group right outside town that'll probably try and attack us the moment we try to make our journey with the armor.
you know what the best tool we have against that? It's our own abilities and each other. You've done a lot of good work in making sure that we're fed and we have the tools we need. I'm thankful for that. But, you know, while things are calm right now, it's best to focus on learning more about ourselves and what we can do. I did not know I could do, sense things in the ground 2 days ago. That's another tool the group has
Yeah, and
to practice.
yeah, and I didn't know I could fly. Like through the little hover.
I
And they
can
fly it back
interact
down.
with spirits.
Yeah.
You don't need to bear the weight of the world all the time.
The world is, you know, to put it bluntly, a world of shit. You can't control it. You never know what could be around the next quarter. But you just have to keep pushing forward. Even though the world is a vast pile of shitty unknowns. But you can't change that. And you have no control over that. So it's best not to ponder on what you can't change or control and enjoy the little things and learn and do the best that you can and do what you can do.
But I can repair for as many of those as I can. There's a lot of stuff that we could get, and stockpile of food and other such things, necessities.
And it's a fruitless exercise.
Yeah.
If we spend all our effort worrying about trying to protect ourselves from every single solitary possible thing that could happen, we'd need a couple caravans. We have something better than that. We have each other. If it weren't for you guys, I probably would not be here right now. No amount of food or rope or armor could have saved my life. It was you guys. And the
Yeah.
people that we've met.
I just want to be useful.
You are.
I can't control this ghost stuff I've got going on.
Oh, you will.
At any moment, I can just go floating off into the sky, and nothing can change that.
When was the last time that happened?
I guess it has been a while.
You're too afraid. It's okay to breathe. We're here for each other. You feel better now?
I guess. Maybe a bit.
Yeah. You know what? And also, just have fun. I know it sounds really weird. I know many of us, don't even know why we're here or how we got here. But you know what? Heck it all. I could like, I mean, we get to be, there's so many things to explore and so many things to learn. And you know what? Let's be excited for that. Let's be excited what to explore tomorrow. Instead of worrying what might happen to us, let's look forward to the new things that this world has to give.
And think about it this way. We are a part of Starlight. That, for a lot of us, they've stepped in and helped us at our time of need. Think of how much less scary the world would be if we all helped each other. Solved even the littlest of problems. That group attacking the caravans, they might just have a problem to solve, and then maybe they decide to not attack anymore. There are Pokemon out there that need help. Then Pokemon out there that can help us. Just gotta go seek them. Not hide in a corner, hoping that nothing, lurks in the shadows.
I've been trying to seek them. None of them really have been able to tell me anything. I even finally found a fellow ghost, and they couldn't even help me. The only thing they did was tell me that I'm alive.
What answer are you looking for?
Just don't want it to get us in trouble with my stuff not working. Like it has multiple times.
And again, Jet, haven't had an incident in a while. We've been working on it,
Mhm.
improving. And look, you can't read and understand a book instantly. It's gonna take time. Turn it page by page.
Yeah. And sometimes we just gotta go with it, you know? And if we don't know anything about it, well, it's time to try. Just it's time to try. And we'll be here with you for it.
Alright, you're right.
Come here. I'm gonna give you a hug.
Yeah,
Come on, everyone join in.
Dart's gonna sigh and just be like, yes, I guess it's time. Joins in on the hug.
Come on, join in.
Jingle, jingle, jingles hugs.
And this is when Jet's ghost powers decide to activate and everybody gets stuck.
Matt, you're on I believe right now, I think you're on your last day of being guaranteed stable from Crest.
True, true.
After this, it goes slightly more iffy.
Oh no.
After this is when, so this is the last hug he can have. Got it.
It's the final. Okay, I don't know what to say after hug.
Hug down.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
It's the final
pile.
comfort. The final comfort.
Cuddle down.
I'm just
Right.
imagining as you guys are having this public. You guys were like doing this like when you're walking around town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like as you have this public touching moment. You're just like in the middle of like the town.
Or by the fountain or a park or something. I don't know.
There's no park. It's a mining town.
You can have hearts.
There may be some green space.
Yeah, exactly. There could be like a
Salty,
little
do they have
lake.
green space?
Here not particularly. There's not really that much of a need for it. It's a mining town filled with things like, rock, ground, steel, and like some dark and fire types. The need for greenery is relatively small.
We're probably hugging by the central fountain.
Is that where you're having your touching moment?
I mean, it's the statue of Xerneas.
I mean, it can be pretty. There's the water at night. It's nice.
Yeah.
Look, let's go back. Let's get some rest, and maybe you guys can show me that gym that I keep on hearing about.
Yeah.
I can show you guys one of my books.
I should read more of the meditation book. It's been fun.
I'd show you the drawing, but it's garbage.
Oh.
I used the wrong
We'll be the judge
color.
of that.
Uh,
You just gotta power level it.
You got this. We
Wow.
believe in you. And I'm sure one of the many spirits of town would have been watching your draw and been like, that's good art.
or it was so bad they decided to move on.
Don't be so scared. Believe in yourself more.
I don't know, I didn't feel any around me.
Have you tried looking for them? Have you tried meditating into wading into the spirits?
All right, so you guys are going back to your room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
As you get back to your room, who all stayed in the room?
I think it was Argus and Sin. Sin has fallen asleep.
Argus, did you go Betty by fully? I'm gonna assume he's just still knocked out.
I forgot I was muted.
He's been muted for 30 minutes again.
Yep.
Play the
I'm,
meme.
Yep, I'm grabbing the meme.
Argus was knocked out, so I'm assuming that's Betty Bye.
All right. All right. I've grabbed the meme.
Oh no.
We seriously need to get a Starlight edit of that.
I have a cur edit of it.
What's a cur edit? I've never heard of it.
Oh, just because there's someone named Kerr.
No.
He has a
Oh.
bad habit of doing it, so I have
Oh.
a version where it's Kerr instead.
Cur. I thought it was... I'm the fool.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh yeah, Colada sent a message a minute or two ago saying they're gonna have to bow out because they are the EP.
They are super EP.
They are.
Yeah.
So they're just method acting right now.
They are weak.
And they're just method acting.
All
right.
Ready?
As you guys get back to the room, you are going to see Shade halfway climbing through the window already. He's going into the room.
Shade, we have a door.
Yeah, but this was faster. He has he sort of like has a manila folder in his mouth.
Also, I do believe it might be break time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Technically speaking, we're like way past break time.
Is it
I'm flat
past by
faced.
24? Okay.
So yeah, let's quickly take break. I shall go and grab a drink.
I will go grab a snack because I am
Yeah.
starving. I haven't eaten all day.
Yeah, get a snack. Get some food.
I need all the food. Here.
All right. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab snacks.
Go grab your snackies! Snackadax. Alright.
Just a quick reminder, the meme talkie icons are on sale right now. Check ZGF Art on the Discord for details on that, as well as examples. Whiskers would really like to get some of those to work on in between other commissions, and they're good. He just really enjoys working on them, so please consider grabbing some of those. Message me. And I will be right back as well.
So aren't jangmo-o's scales really that loud when they clang together?
Isn't their ability like cacophonous something?
That's not an ability.
Oh.
It's a move later on called playing scales, and that's only as a Komodo. The
I just know
Things
that
they-
those things are really big. I don't think they go jingle jangle. I think they are probably very loud.
They're not that big. They're only a couple inches big.
Like the size of his body.
No, they're not. They're not that big. They're the size of an eighth of his body.
Look
He's
at the
only
art.
2 feet tall.
I want to squish the jangmo.
They're not that big.
I just want to point out that they are about half of his body size.
They're
When
not
measuring
half of his-
height, it goes to the shoulder for a quadruped, which
Wait, it
means
does?
yes. That is how a quadruped's height is measured. It's by the shoulder. So,
They're like a third.
so that
Oh.
means that they are about a foot, about a foot long.
They're 6 inches, not a foot.
No, they're definitely a foot.
6 inches.
Also, in that art you put in Starlight chat, Jangmo-o's head is like fucking massive compared to his body. It's like a bobblehead.
Yeah, they are kind of big, to be honest with that.
I feel like if I flick his head, it's gonna go boing. You guys should try that with Azareth.
No.
How big is even 6 inches at the very least? Oh. That's just the length of my hand.
I am back with cheese pizza and mustard.
I want pizza.
My pizza.
Yeah.
So their abilities are bulletproof and soundproof, as well as overcoat. They don't go jingle jingle that loudly, totally. Let's see what else they get. Breaking Spite, Dragon Cheer. Wait, I forgot that Dragon Cheer's a new move.
I wish I had more boba tea.
Yeah, Dragon Cheer's a move, exclusive move for Hydrapple.
Not necessarily. It is a TM.
Oh, it's a TM now, I forgot.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Be afraid of Azareth learning that. That's critical hit chance.
I should learn buff moves for you guys.
Hit ratio by 1 stage. If they're dragon type, they go up by 2. I mean, the only other technically dragon type is gonna be Argus. Is Argus a ground dragon right now? Yes.
Yeah, I'm a dragon. For now.
Okay, I'm back. Also, a rock dragon, isn't it? Because Arts on the
rock.
ground type.
Yep, I'm a fossil. I am the oldest and the youngest. The only sad part is Argus was not with the group that met the Armaldo. That would have been a fun explanation of, oh yeah, Argus, you were dead.
Oh, that would be interesting. But yeah, they just go jingly jangly. They're not that loud. Oh, he appears in Pokemon Horizons. Well, I guess I didn't watch Pokemon Horizons War. Cool.
I haven't watched Pokemon Horizons. I stopped watching Pokemon after Ash left.
Okay, it's honestly gotten better.
I like Ash. What can I say?
I had it all, or so I thought. Traded tomorrow for a night and found the price too high. The clock is ticking, counting down to now. I'm out of time, why did it stop? I'll bet my life before it's long. The final line I'll cross. Ain't no going back, no going back, no going back, no, my life left here inside. I'll suffocate if that's what it takes. 1,000 men cast me aside. Turn their backs and leave me to die. You can try, come try, you can try, but I will survive. No going back.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm scared for what I've signed up for.
What did you sign up for?
Dart and exercise.
Oh boy.
Oh, Abby,
Oh
are you?
no! I just have those fitness video music stuck in my head. And
Were
then
you gonna-
just the 3 rockruffs with sweatbands.
Oh no.
Were you gonna say
Abby,
Woody?
are you...
I was waiting for if Abby's here or not.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Michael McCaw raided my stream with 6 viewers.
What's
Hello,
up,
Michael
there?
McCall. Thank you for the raid. I am not Zim, but Zim has stepped away because we are currently on a quick break for our tabletop game right now. Go welcome on in. We're currently doing our Starlight Pokemon game. As I said, though, Zim is currently on break, and he will be back at some point. I'm just gonna welcome you in his stead.
Hi, I'm Argus / Aurum / Argus. I don't know anymore. I keep confusing people's names.
Hey,
True.
Chaldy.
Yes.
Are Jangmo scales really that loud when they cling together?
Probably. Look, I'm gonna check.
Have you ever listened to the movie?
They were
Clangorous
loud enough
Soul
to
Place?
attract that monster in the street in that abandoned city.
Huh?
And, I mean, their scales are made to be loud. It is their defense mechanism. They scare off creatures and intimidate creatures by clanging their scales loudly. It's the method behind the move, Clangorous Soul Blaze.
I mean, that's Jangmo-o. This is Jangmo-o.
Quote, the scales on its body make a metallic sound when struck and are used to express emotion, communicate with others of its kind, and intimidate opponents. The sounds made from a group of Jangmo are known to be particularly noisy.
I mean, that's a group. This is a single. Single's not that loud, right?
The
It
group's
also says
secretly
a group of
been.
Pikachu can start a thunderstorm, and then a single Pikachu starts a thunderstorm. So,
I just imagine our group secretly had like little ear plugs on us like the whole time for like when we like want to drown out Azareth.
We all just have AirPods.
Argus
Yeah,
is super.
we all have
He's
AirPods.
Oh no, they have the AirPods in.
Argus is a dinosaur. He doesn't have ears.
I want to be
Found the AirPod relics in the Banner
Alright.
City.
Pokedex entries. It expresses its feelings by smacking its scales. Metallic sounds echo through the tall mountains where Jangmo-o lives.
It's gonna be like, gonna be walking one day. We're just gonna hear a chorus of Jingle Jangle.
Okay, but of what song? I'm pretty sure it's the what's the not the Grand Canyon, the Great Canyon from a PMD Red Rescue Team.
Definitely
Totally.
not Silent Chasm.
Definitely not Silent Chasm. That's not iconic enough. He probably doesn't hear his own scale as loudly because he has
you're-
soundproof.
Crap, what was the name of the place? The music goes do 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 do, and it just has constant bell sounds. I know it plays on floor, I think it's 20 through 30 in Mount Far Away, but I can't remember the actual dungeon it's from.
Let's see, PMD Rescue.
It's either 20 through 30 or 30 through 40.
Great Canyon. That okay, it is called Great Canyon.
But there's one with a lot of bells and dings, and I think that's you.
All right. Do we have the Abbey? It appears we, as of yet, do not.
You have me. I matter.
Squeezes the Argus.
Eyes pop out like one of those squishy dolls.
Yes.
I'm a squishy Malo.
Sounds like we do have the Abbey.
Yes.
Nice. In that
Oh,
case,
yeah.
we will continue on. Zim said to continue on without him, so he'll be back in a minute.
Wow.
Oh, Avi, I heard about that you met Phoenix in VR chat.
Oh yeah.
Two
They're great.
cuties in one spot. Phoenix is a very good bean.
Yeah. Oh,
And you're a very good bean.
You're all good beans.
I'm a bad bean.
Nuh-uh.
I'm a
Nah, I
super
mean, I
villain.
think Shade counts as a bad beat, considering he was currently climbing through a window with a stolen manila folder in his mouth.
Yeah, you and Amos are both crime types. It's set in stone.
To think that Shade is out criming Argus.
Argus doesn't do crimes.
I said Argus. I meant Amos.
I mean,
I'm
okay.
not
Argus
the
is
only
Babby.
one.
I was gonna say, Shade is temporarily outdoing Amos with crime.
I need to catch up.
No. Amos will do. Amos will catch up really quickly by doing a bunch of things and adding arson to all of it.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Time to commit armed robbery.
with arson.
What was that
arson.
voice?
Fear of the Clowns.
But yeah, no. You guys get to see Shade climbing through window with manila folder.
He has info.
The enemy has taken your intelligence.
Oh god. Red spy is in the base.
There's a red spy in the base.
All right. Anyway, yeah, he is now inside of the room, and he's gonna toss down the folder.
Well, that was scarily quick.
Oh, I didn't read it. I just flipped through it and saw that it was about market day, so I took it.
All right, well, let's give this folder a look-see, and I'm not going to ask you where you got it. Though I am curious, and I kind of want to go there where you got it to.
Amos, do you think I'm dumb? Do you think I'm gonna take you to an area explicitly filled with some of the most flammable things around?
Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Amos,
Everyone stares at Amos.
Amos, we need to be able to read this shit. If we take you there, we're going to be able to read it for about 1 second before it all goes to ash.
Well, you read it, and then we destroy the evidence.
No, I mean, I'm fine with that one. We can let him burn it afterwards, right? Whatever. I'm the one that took it fair and square. Amos, you can burn this afterwards.
Okay.
Wait.
I might get here.
Well, are we gonna give this manila folder a look-see or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
Amos is gonna take one of his little paw claws and stick it under and flick the folder open to reveal what documents are inside.
Yes. And the documents, they detail that Market Day is going to be showing up here in Starlight at this specific time because it is when, at this location, the boundaries between this world and others are weakened due to it being, like, you know, a specific timing. And at that point, beings from other worlds are able to travel through with no penalty without any sort of memory loss. And so merchants use this specifically to trade a bunch of highly valuable goods and unique goods with merchants from other worlds that show up for Market Day. These are non-connected worlds that show up.
They're just doing the millionaire, let's show up and spend a lot of money on our really expensive artifacts. Would you like to buy my really expensive artifact?
Yes, specifically because this is an event where people are able to get things that are otherwise completely unobtainable in their normal worlds.
Like dinosaur armor.
We're gonna find some crazy shit. Oh my goodness.
Which means that for Market Day, there's going to be sections of the city blocked out just for merchants from other worlds showing up and selling things that would not otherwise be possible.
Well, I see a very interesting opportunity ahead of us. Think of all the cool shit we can get our hands on.
Do we even have the funds to buy these?
Who says we need funds?
We may not have funds, but we can have fun.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Also, you said that people can grow through these portals or whatever at this time?
I mean, that's what it says. I mean, I'm guessing it's I don't know if they go through the shackle or if it's just because the reality is weird. There's like other ones that show up. I don't know how this works. It just kind of says that because it's weak, people could go through without penalty.
That might be something we should look into. Hey, Dart, if you're such a nerd, maybe you should, you know, try to procure some information about these portals.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going through the shackle itself. Because in other ways, like, you know, you said it was underground, so like all these merchants would be like deep underneath the city, and they'd have to like get up through the city with all of their wares, and so like I don't think it'll be through the shackle itself. I mean, then again, merchants are kind of weird. They'd probably go through all that hassle if they get to trade completely unique items.
Interesting.
But yeah, no, apparently it's like effectively a big holiday. Because like, you know, wherever it happens, like now all of these like unique things are going to be coming and disseminating from that area, and like the closer you are to it, the better it is for you, because it means that you can, you know, trade shit easy.
Does that mean we were passed through out of this time thing of safety of no memory loss?
I have no clue.
But this could be an opportunity to maybe try to find out more about this thing. Because, Shade, it happened to you too. One minute we were one place, another minute we were somewhere else. We could figure more out about what the hell any of that was.
Okay, yeah, well, so like originally I just like kind of went through, and then like I had to make a deal on my way back, but you know.
It happened to me that way. I just left the town and then I was back where I was.
Huh?
Oh yeah, so this got mentioned like a little bit, but I think both me and Amos ended up going to different worlds for a bit.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Right, you mentioned it once.
Yeah, there's like some portals. It's kind of like really random.
Like how I knew Kaza before any of you else met him.
Yeah, so it's
Because
like there's portal things that happen, and it's kind of random and weird, and like I guess they're just a lot more stable or easy to do in that period. I mean, that's what it sounds like, I think.
I mean, that's what
Although, how the hell
this
do you know,
document's
like,
making it sound like.
How do you know the correct place to go afterwards? Like, if it's just like a complete mess, would you accidentally go to the wrong world a lot?
No idea. But I think this might be something interesting to look into. Totally for legitimate purposes only.
I guess we should look into it.
I mean, then we have this market day thing coming up. Think of all the interesting artifacts are going to be moving through here.
And potentially new pieces of information.
Yes, like I mentioned.
Well, I mean, I'm done with this, so he's gonna toss the like that like the remaining documents that he had over to Amos.
Amos is gonna grab them in his mouth and while chomping down on them, puff a little fire onto it, causing the documents to become alit.
Dart's gonna sigh and start writing in his notebook.
I'm going to use a water gun on the smoldering ones because I don't want the building on fire.
Well, I mean, there's still in Amos's mouth.
Go ahead,
Oh.
water gun, water gun.
Fire!
Fire in the pie hole.
Just as long as no one, questions why there's fire going on.
Okay, look, if anyone questions why fire is going on with this guy around, are you, like...
It's like, what is well? Oh, it's a fire type.
Oh, it's Amos.
Not just, oh, it's a fire type. It's Amos.
Besides, this is a foraging town. They're used to the smell of smoke, right?
Hold on. Fair.
Victor is going to pat down any ashes or embers. No. No fires. No fires today.
What have I witnessed?
Well, what you've witnessed is, like, a shockingly low amount of crime.
Huh?
Well, yeah, so from what you've witnessed, I'm allowed in the building, so me going in through the window is technically allowed, although it's weird. I'm not, like, trespassing or breaking or entering or anything. I'm able to do that. I had documents that you don't really know the origin of or exactly where I got them from. Only that I got them from somewhere. And I don't own them. So, at most, you have, like, petty thievery and some destruction of property. So, like, yeah, like, a really small amount of crime, actually.
Oh, okay.
Crime types.
Okay. Is he just, like, whispering crime types in his sleep?
I think
Yes.
so.
I'm not
Yes.
surprised at this point.
This is now Argus canon. You do crimes, Argus will whisper it in his sleep.
But, yeah, I guess Market Day is, like, kind of a big deal, actually.
So, what do the rest of you want to do with this upcoming market day?
Jet's just kind of pulling his sketchbook back to himself and just sits there. I guess we could look around and see what they've got.
I mean, they're likely to have a bunch of stuff.
Wait, it's happening here, right? In this
Well,
town?
it's happening in Starlight.
Ah,
The-
something-
Remember, the merchants are here because the Starlight was kind of a mess. So this is being used as, like, the merchant staging point until, like,
Starlight
they're
is
actually
habitable.
yeah, they're actually able to, like, house the people. Like, when we left there, like, they were doing a lot of rebuilding, so, I mean... I guess it makes sense why they were rebuilding, like, everything they could instead of just where people lived. Because it was a bit weird that they were just trying to rebuild, like, a large section of the city instead of, like, just explicitly where people lived currently.
Oh. Makes sense.
Well, I guess that does make me wonder a little bit. Do, like, the worlds that these people come from, like, how consistent are the Pokemon? Because, like, I've been to one other world, and, like, it was the same Pokemon, like, some slightly different, like, variant stuff going on, but, like, the base Pokemon were all the same. So just, like, actually, like, multiversally consistent, usually?
Art's gonna pull out one of his books, be like, "Done reading it just yet, but I think think this book might have the slight answer to that question.
Because if there is some crossover between, like, if you're able to, if this is like just a thing that, you know, a type of Pokemon could do in one world, and like it just transfers over if they figure it out, like, is that? Huh. I might be able to do some funny things if that's the case.
The general impression I've gotten so far is that all the worlds kind of started with the same Pokemon species. But I'm still trying to understand what causes variance part.
Yeah, fair enough. So I heard you guys took out a patrol. How'd that go? Got any? Did you just walk there and back for like 2 days?
Guess. Found out the existence of a farm that was in the relative area where the bandits. The Ekans was nice. They seemed pretty hungry a lot.
Yeah, it can make me think of Raphael. Yeah.
I don't think they had. I don't think they had Raphael's personality.
Okay, they might not have had Raphael's personality, but that it still reminded me of Raphael, and now I want to go back and like figure out more like ways to bypass his bullshit detect.
Drugs.
Look, you didn't spend multiple. Well, maybe not. You know what? I'm just gonna say you didn't spend multiple days just getting dropped into pits constantly.
Okay, it's just true.
That gets annoying. Also, Jet, you're doodling. It's not going quite as well. Maybe that's because there's like active conversation or whatever happening in the room.
Yeah, and
But-
he's half paying attention to the conversation and half just doodling.
Yeah, so it's still going like reasonably well though. Although, I think I'm gonna try and earn a lot of money for Market Day.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a lot of money for that.
Okay. I think.
Did I roll an insight on Shade's tone?
Oh, you definitely can.
Do you really need to?
You might want more specific detail.
Why'd I drag that? Well, huh?
Oh.
Okay. That was an accident.
Can I assist?
You may.
Jet's going to assist as well.
Oh my god.
Argus is going to snooze.
Are we going to? No.
Dart,
I-
would you like to re-roll that, Dart?
Do you
If I
wanna
recall
add-
correctly, go on, Abby.
No, I was about to say, like, if you want to add two dice for teamwork.
If I use a willpower, I can re-roll the entire thing, correct?
That's the entire thing, yep.
I will do that.
Well, I would
Yeah.
say we should see what the results of the others are.
Extra 2.
Yeah. which Jet's offering 2 insight.
All right, so 4 additional dice there, Dart.
Mhm.
You
Two
never
from-
know.
two
You
from
could wind up
Vector's
with a whole
just-
bunch of 10s.
Yep, 2 from Vector, 2 from Jet.
Just X to doubt.
My goodness.
It's
no.
just- Go ahead.
Please finish.
No, just I imagine it's just 3 rock roughs. Just. It's just.
It's just the 3 rock roughs.
What are we doing?
Just in a line, just going,
Now, as I'm saving his energy, he's like, okay, I'm just gonna go sit over and meditate again.
Yeah,
Also, that's a better roll.
it's so
Two.
good. It's a much better roll.
I
That's a
mean,
2.
it's
Still
only a 2, but it is technically better.
It's technically that one.
There are 0 ones.
All right. Well, okay. So, first thing, you should have just rolled 4 more dice. So just roll 4 more dice and attach it to the first one to see what happens with that. First of all.
Okie dokie.
Okay, wasn't
Slightly
worth
less
it.
of a blistering fail.
But still was worth a reroll.
Reroll with horse.
All right.
Yeah.
So here's another mechanic I'll remind you guys of, if just because this will help you out slightly. You can use a point of vigor in order to lower the difficulty or increase the crit of a roll. So what that would do for you, Dart, right now, for the second roll that you made, it would give it 2 more successes because it would make 6s count.
Do it.
All right, so that would turn it into a 4.
What's
And-
the penalty for that? I believe it's 2 points of exhaustion.
It's
This is
just
1 point of exhaustion.
It's gonna go away because we're gonna go to sleep.
All right. So with that, what you would get is like you think he has a lot of ideas right now, but currently it's kind of like leaning between counterfeiting somehow or like just straight up like strategically obtaining a large amount of money from somewhere. And by strategically obtaining, obviously that is meaning taking it from somewhere.
Don't worry, he's probably gonna find like the most shadiest merchant who has been doing illegal stuff, who really should have their money taken.
Out of game, he's considering finding Amos's old hideout that he forgot about to see what's in there.
You're right, there's no way we would think of that.
Yeah, so that's why I wasn't like specific on the details of that, but like he's considering stealing from Amos.
Oh no.
I mean, it would be the funniest thing ever. Hey Amos, I'm back. Oh, by the way, this is your stash. It's mine now.
To be fair, if Shade came in looking really pleased with himself with a bunch of money and said, "Amos, I found your hideout," I think everyone would instantly know what happened.
But Shade, why do I get the sense that we should be worried?
Okay, look.
Probably because it's him.
I have never claimed to be a good person. In fact,
Fine.
I explicitly think that I'm probably not. On the plus side, I think this will be helpful at least, so. You know, there's that.
Helpful to you or helpful to the entire group?
Well, I mean, you guys are gonna get shit too.
I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm just gonna go sit over and start meditating.
Besides, like, what am I'll be honest, I got no idea what to do with, like, a lot of the stuff that I saw on that, uh, and then also, there's gonna be a bunch of shit from other worlds, so it's like, I don't know, I'll probably just end up giving you guys, like, the sections of it if I do pull off something. I don't know, like, what's the worst that could happen? And he says that with a knowing smirk.
Chet is just sighing, ripping out the paper he was doodling on, crumpling it up, and then batting it away.
All right, and the director just sighs like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go get sleep. Like, I'm getting the rest.
Besides, if I'm right, I might know where a couple of the Alabaster Gleam guys are. And, yeah, I'm just gonna go steal all their shit if I'm right about it.
I mean, they kind of deserve it for what they did to us.
Yeah, besides, steal from criminals, who cares? But,
Dart's gonna
that-
sigh and also retire for the night.
You know what they say. No honor among thieves. I want to steal from them too.
I would take you along with me, but the last I heard from the guild when I was listening in on a few conversations is that they're like at least a week out from Starlight. So I'm gonna have to make good time if I want to find them and steal from them in time for market day.
I don't feel like doing that much walking.
Azareth will finally go into his meditating trance. Clearing his head and trying to figure out what he wants to do tonight with it.
That is fair. Although we are at one of our usual stopping points, so are we gonna call it here with everyone going to bed? Well, I guess everyone going to bed, or at least winding down.
I'm good with either, so.
This is a question to all of you. What are we doing?
It's a good question.
Good question. I mean, we are at a pretty logical stop point.
But it more depends on energy levels.
Yep.
I'm ADHD. My energy level's always high.
Yeah, I'm a little bit on the
Okay.
side. Very EP vector.
That's fair. What about the rest of you?
I'm fine with either, but I would probably lean to ending. I got a bit of a sinus headache.
I mean, we did get some good progress though. Oh wow.
No. Couple already asleep might be a good time as ever to just go to sleep.
Especially if a couple people are having their energy levels drop, and we already had the Sin drop out due to EP.
Very EP. Oh my gosh, those tens.
Nice roll. What is it for?
All right, what were you rolling for there, Argus?
To wake up without a concussion.
Well, you passed.
Yeah, I don't think you got a concussion.
Yay! I just wanted to roll one thing before we stop.
All right. Well, on that note, thank you everybody for joining us today for Starlight New Dawn Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps the channel going. I cannot do this without you guys helping and supporting however it is that you may. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's a great way to help out the channel, and it does also support Whiskers, one of the artists I manage for. And it does come with some art rewards on some of those levels, so do go check it out. Otherwise, you can also help out by commissioning one of the many artists I can manage for, as well as subscribing to our YouTube, picking up merch over at zgfgaming.store, or by using our Humble Bundle partner link. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have it cute.
Not say the cute.
But I'm adorable.
Oh, wow.